Before getting into today's episode, we'd like to thank Mac Performance PT for sponsoring the Walk On Pod. For more on their services and contact information, click the link in our Instagram bio where you will be led to their website. Mac Performance PT, helping Sacramento athletes live life without limits. Thank you for tuning back into the Walk On Pod. I'm Luke Avdalovich. With me is Jared Waters and Tommy Ball, as always. And unfortunately, it's just us for today. We've had a couple episodes with some fireworks the last 2 weeks. And then now you're back to just us three. So, fellas, got quite the task to fill here. How are we doing tonight?
Everything's stupendous.
What's happening, fellas? What's
Stupendous, you say.
Stupendous.
How's the temperature there tonight? Not as hot as it's been.
Yeah, it's
in
not
that
bad.
garage.
Yeah, I just excuse me. I just opened the garage. I probably should have opened it like an hour ago, but sorry, we
Get the
power
airflow
through.
going.
Yeah.
That's what we're here to do. You know, we're here to make plays. You didn't read your scouting report clearly on that garage door. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into our scouting
He's
report.
clever guy.
That was I mean,
Point for Avdalovich.
How much?
go ahead
There
and-
must have been a lot of construction to be able to formulate that.
think of that one, yeah.
So I was supposed to know that you didn't correctly open up your garage door.
I think
ahead
you
of time.
had like a couple. I think that was like.
I'm a professional podcaster. That's what it is. I'm a
I just-
professional
It
podcaster.
just
wasn't
think that,
necessarily
like-
you knew the garage door was coming. It
Yeah,
was
he
you
had a
knew
couple
you were gonna
bullets in
say
the
something
chamber,
about the
and like he
scout.
was, he was
I
gonna
think
let. Yeah,
I think I'm just a professional podcaster. 105 this episode is, fellas. You got to give me some, you gotta cut
That
me
was
some
it.
slack.
So
here.
that was just improv. All right,
That's
that was
just
pretty
look,
good.
man.
Yeah.
You press record on the Zoom call and you got to be ready to make a play. With that being said, like I said, we're gonna go ahead and get into our scouting report segment. For those who don't know, our scouting report segment here is in the sports world. What are you starting? What are you sitting over this past week? Future predictions. You can take whatever route you'd like. Jared, would you like to start us off?
Yeah, I can start. This might be. I don't know. How other people may not care about this, and I don't think it's like a big deal, per se, in the grand scheme of how this next couple weeks are gonna play out. But I'd like to sit the idea, just in general, of comparing NBA basketball to international basketball.
That's a good point.
Just in general, like you can take it from the tweets, you can take it from like having the broadcasters try to like compare how players play with all that stuff, like in people's roles and everything that's just getting dissected like to death because they only play once every 2 days and we have nothing else to talk about at the end of July. I just like the NBA is an American thing and it's its own entity. It runs its own way. No one sits here and talks about how the Premier League should play like more like the MLS or vice versa, or there's rule change. You know what I mean? It's just like from an international standpoint, I think this is a specific thing that happens every 4 years, and people should just embrace it and not try to compare it. It's like international competition is its own entity. They shouldn't try to blend the two or act like, especially now that the game is so global, like a lot of the best players play in the NBA don't play for US. So I just think it's like to me it's just like played out and annoying, and honestly it's lazy to just like the NBA is its own thing and it should not be compared to international basketball, and it's just like I'm tired of hearing about it.
Heard you. Jared Waters is tired of hearing about it.
I'm muted. Or did I just get interrupted, or can we not hear me?
No, you
we
can
can hear
hear
you.
you.
You're good.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
good.
so someone just hate to. My bad. We just interrupted each other. The point I would make on that too is that we got to remember how much basketball in the world there is, or I guess the people you're essentially sitting, the comparison people. That the NBA is actually such a small fraction of basketball. Like, there's a
Yeah.
reason the game is being played the way it is in the Olympics, because international basketball is way more of a percentage of actual basketball than NBA, if that makes sense, right? So, like, we're
Yeah.
not playing NBA rules because that's
Only
not
450 players in the entire world play NBA
play
rules.
under those rules, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's just not realistic to do so. So, what I said was my sit is very close to this. It's in the same ballpark, but we've gone on the tangent of the average Twitter viewer of basketball, And
Yeah.
I think this is just another point to add to the laundry list. Like, whether you're doing it for content purposes or whether you're doing it for comedic purposes or whatever it is, it's very obvious when someone who doesn't know what they're talking about basketball is talking about basketball, And like, I think those are the people that you're talking about. It's like the comparison stuff, or even if it is something like the announcers and stuff, they know basketball, but they're doing it to cater to the people that don't know about basketball, right? That don't know the vast majority of basketball, and so that kind of ruins, like you're saying, the viewing experience for those of us that would get more out of it if we treated it
Well,
like it's supposed to be treated.
yeah, I think that's the reason why it bugs me so much is I am surprised at there are certain people that are well respected within the basketball community generally and uh have like have done good things in the basketball community that are coming up with these opinions and it's just I don't know, I guess that's why it bugs me because it's like dude, like I'm surprised that you have that stance, I guess, is like what's annoying to me. And then like because they do have somewhat of a voice in the basketball community, other people like, oh yeah, man, he's right. Like the average Twitter people you're talking about, it's like
Right.
someone that has actual like clout per se is stoking the fire for these dumb people that should have not have an opinion. But now it's like, oh well, look, so and so said this and so said this, so like my opinion is valid now. When no, they just I don't know why they said that, or that wasn't smart of them to say, or short sighted, I guess.
For clicks,
Yeah,
which is unfortunately the answer that we do not like to
yeah.
promote here on the Walk On
At,
Pod. But
at the end of the day, it's like this is the last thing I was gonna say about. Sorry to cut you off, Luke, but
no,
like
you're good.
I want to like this is a special thing that happens once every 4 years, and it's a complete. It has nothing to do with the NBA at all. So it's like I would rather them just completely leave the NBA out of it. I guess is how
Right.
I look at it. Like
Yeah.
just eliminate it from like what Luke said. Like that's only 450 players of the millions of players that play professional basketball in the entire world. Like just eliminate. Like the NBA is not important to any. Like no one in Paris really gives a damn about what's going to happen in the NBA 4 months from now.
Now, do you think that with it, I would say probably in the last maybe 12 years, I would put the timeline on it. Within the last 12 years, with there being more NBA players on these foreign teams, that's another reason why these conversations happen, like the comparison to the NBA stuff. Because I'm sure,
Yeah, I think so.
And again, I do still think it's a bridge to the average viewer of who, like, let's not even take basketball. Let's just take random dude flipping on NBC to watch the Olympics, right? And basketball happens to be on. And oh, there's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Like, I know that name. I saw him in the playoffs, but that's not what it's about, like you're saying,
Yeah.
right? But I feel like that might be a bridge that they're trying to connect just for the viewer of sports or just of the Olympics because now there are so many different NBA names on random teams.
And yeah, and not to sound like again old man, which is happens like I feel like the only people that are having this discourse are people that live in America. I feel like no one else is having this
It
discourse.
is.
Like that's what's so
100%.
like they're missing the whole point of the competition.
Right.
That's what
Well, and I
like
think that's why U.S. basketball ends up having problems because you're
Yeah.
missing the whole
Yeah.
point of the competition.
yeah.
For most fans, it's not even about appreciating the game. It's about how good their favorite player is doing compared to their other favorite player. Like,
Yeah.
and that's a whole nother conversation. But
Yeah.
the discourse is just cooked, man, on all fronts. I like that sit a lot, Jared. I think
Mm.
it's stupid. Like what you said is perfect. We should just appreciate it for what it is because it's fun basketball. Like it's a different game. It looks different. These really good NBA players have to adapt, and I think it's awesome watching them do it.
And you get to see the other thing I like, not to keep going, but like you get to see guys that don't play in the NBA that are actually really freaking good.
Bro,
That like
there's good
Yeah.
hoops
they're,
going
like
on.
there's like really good players that you're like some of the guys like from Serbia you can't even pronounce their name and they're out there frying. Or like the guard
Yeah.
from Japan we were talking about today, Tom. Like the guard
Yeah.
from Japan that just cooked.
Cooking.
But the dude on
Cook-
South Sudan that was
Yeah,
in the
Yeah.
G,
Carlik Jones.
yeah, like
Yeah.
there's real
Nice.
hoopers.
Yeah,
For
no,
real.
that's like again, that's to me, that's like should be the whole point of doing it. It's just like, God, it bothers me so much that like it turns into an NBA conversation.
Yeah.
I'll go because I'll go and then Tommy can go and then I can have another one so that because this is kind of on the same page, so I do want to add different conversations in. But I want to sit as well. It's a similar discourse, but the reaction to Jason Tatum not playing and today Joel Embiid not playing,
Oh
I
my
think
God.
it really pissed me off. It really pissed me off because I think it sucked that it happened to these two players because those are probably two of the more of like the two players that people want to hate on. Those are
Yeah.
probably in the top three on
Or
the
they're
team. Put
easy to
LeBron
pick
in there.
on. They're like
That's
easy
what I'm
to pick
saying.
on.
Well,
Yeah.
especially on Jason Tatum's run that he's on right now. But
Yeah.
this is a what 12-man roster, 13-man
Yeah.
roster.
Yeah.
People aren't gonna play in real
Yeah.
games. Like, sorry, welcome to basketball, right? And it just so happened to be Embiid today, and it happened to be Tatum the first game. The reaction by the NBA Twitter world is
Yo.
so annoying to me. Granted, there were some funny memes that came
It
out
was
of
so
it.
funny.
There are some funny memes that
Yo,
It's
came out of
Jason,
it.
bad.
hand Derek a water, buddy.
Yeah, like it's just funny to me because it goes back to like kind of your whole point. It's like it's a completely different thing. So why like okay, Jason Tatum didn't play. Steve Kerr said he didn't like the matchups. Whatever his reasoning was, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like he didn't play in the preliminary rounds. Like good job. Like and I feel like that was part of the reason why he started today, which annoys me because then it changes the course of what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. So that's why
Well,
like I
yeah.
wanted to piggyback off of yours because it's in similar sentiment. I think it's the same group of people that were going after him, but it's like
I think, but also I think like, well, so again, we haven't really dove into this part as much, and we have tried not to stay unbiased, but like Steve Kerr's comments after the first game,
Oh,
like, bro, what do you just
were
like?
awful.
Don't just
They were
don't
awful.
say
he
anything.
fed into
Yes, that's
the
what
reactions.
like, bro,
Like,
what are you doing? Like,
like we've all
That's
look,
Steve,
we've all
though.
but
That is so Steve.
that's just so it's so
it's-
bad though.
don't feed into that. Stand on
Yeah,
it. Stand on it. Like this was our
yeah.
game plan and we executed it and we won. Why are we
Yeah,
talking
won by
about who played?
25 points. Like, who cares?
That's my thing.
Yeah.
Like, bro, and probably Embiid today probably didn't even want to play, knowing Embiid.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't play every other
Yeah,
game.
he's like, I gotta play today. Oh,
Coach,
I'm
leave me out on
getting
this one. All right.
yeah.
Like
My
he should have just. I didn't like this. Kerr should just stood on it. Like this was our
Yeah.
game plan. We executed it. We won. We moved to the next one. Like
Yeah,
okay.
but my favorite, I do have to say, my favorite one was someone said Steve Kerr was playing Halliburton like his parents talked to him in the lobby of the hotel.
hotel.
That was
Yeah.
Tatum too. That was because Tatum started today.
Bro, I just like it. Yeah, it all.
Or I guess
goes
did
together.
Halliburton? He didn't play the first game either, but he wasn't
Yeah,
really
no.
getting. He wasn't getting hated on like Tatum was.
No,
I
because he's
saw-
not easy to pick on like that. Like he's a good dude. Like he's happy and like I think the other thing, Tom, I'll say this one point, then you go is that
Yeah.
like whether Tatum is mad that he didn't play, like of course everybody's gonna be mad they didn't play. They're all like the best hoopers in the world. They want to play the whole game. They're used to playing the whole game. But like that $300 million you just signed is not getting paid at all within this form of competition. That's first thing. Like, so get that out of your head. Like everyone is equal here. That's the first thing. And the second thing is that you're trying to win a gold medal. And like, if you're standing on that podium with the gold medal, you're not gonna be like, damn, man, I didn't play in that game, man. I'm upset. This gold medal doesn't mean as much to me. Like, bro, you have a gold medal. Like,
Like,
you're
come
not gonna
on, bro.
care. Like, at the end of the day.
Yeah,
And honestly, he might have played if Katie didn't go 8 for 8 in the first half.
exactly. Yeah, what are you supposed to bench,
Yeah.
dude? Like, come
Yeah,
on.
like
Yeah, hey,
Katie came off the
Jason
bench
hasn't
and we're
played yet.
supposed
Let's
to.
get
He needs
Jason.
he
in
needs a
Brooklyn
here.
breather. No, he
side.
doesn't. He's on a fryer right now.
Katie
Like, he
had
is
21 in the first half, and LeBron almost had a triple double. Like,
That was
dude,
Yeah.
hibachi KD.
yeah, like you let those two go. Like you do not
Yeah,
sub them
like,
out.
what are
Like what are
you-
you talking
come
about?
on,
KD
man,
came
come
off the
on.
bench too. Like I'm not.
yeah, he came off
Yeah.
the bench again today. Like,
It just goes back to all the same stuff we're talking.
That's what I'm saying. That's kind of
yeah.
why I want to piggyback mine off of it.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I felt like
I
it's
think-
the same
I think
population of
the
people.
the one other thing though that I mean I guess I haven't paid enough attention. So Tom, you can tell me if this is right or wrong. I don't know if the players have been getting interviewed at all, or like they're like if that's being broadcasted. But
I
like
haven't seen.
neither have I.
really-
So like maybe they're not, but like I feel like that would be the easy way to shut all that down if like the players
Right.
were just like
If
we're not
Tatum was
talking
like,
about that.
this was
Yeah.
coach's game plan,
Yeah.
like we moved to the next game.
we're not.
Yeah,
We're
I
never
not like
switched.
you can easily just shut all this controversy down, being like, I'm gonna do whatever it takes for us to win the gold. Like, you guys can all just shut the f up. Like,
So I'm
Yeah.
saying, man.
yeah, like
But this was hey. I tried to say it 3 weeks ago, a month ago. I don't know, man. I don't know if Team USA was locked in like I wanted to. There's just a lot of, there's a lot of.
I mean, they're
Why
still
aren't we
going
just
to
talking about
bang
winning the
everybody by
gold?
30. It's like
We
it's
better.
just
Yeah,
like
I
They
mean,
better.
they look
It's
pretty
better.
locked in right now.
It's
in the
looking
end.
pretty.
The-
Yeah,
They
it's looking
weren't
pretty.
looking locked in for a while there.
Yeah, but those
Huh.
were the exhibitions, and they weren't. Like I agree.
Oh, so now we're throwing that excuse out there.
No, but it's
Nah,
true.
that's-
Like
I agree with
they
that.
just
That's
played
like-
South Sudan again and 20 popped them. Like it's the same team
it's a
10 days
better
later.
team, but I'm just saying, like, didn't look good
I
for
know,
them.
no,
going in.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. But the second the actual Olympics started and they stepped foot in Paris, they've been ball.
Who's the fourth group or fourth team in their group?
Puerto
Puerto
Rico.
Rico.
They have their group
Alvarado's
already-
going crazy.
They already are in the
Clinched.
quarterfinal. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
we'll see how
Yeah,
locked in.
Who's
they are.
who's gonna make it out the death group? I haven't seen the scores. Is Australia? I saw Australia and
I
Canada
don't-
play, right?
I don't
And
know
Greece
who won that one.
and Canada. I saw that. There was
Canada's
some
already
fireworks with
clinched.
Shea.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
then it's Australia probably because Greece got banged.
Yeah, can't I
first
think
game.
yeah. And then Spain's not playing well.
No. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's tough to watch Greece play because Giannis is just out there by himself.
Man, he's balling.
Yeah.
What
He
more can you
almost-
do, man?
he
Yeah,
You
almost
we
got
got
him
played
there.
Papi
in.
Giannis out there.
Yeah, they
Kings
almost
legend.
beat Canada on Saturday. They were close.
Oh man, that was more on
I
this
was pulling for
comparison
him.
thing. I saw people pulling up clips of Josh Giddey guarding Shea, and they're like, "Oh, he's seen this in practice." Like, bro, Shea's gonna bake him. Like, what are you talking
Yeah,
about?
what?
Yeah.
He's seen it in practice because he's gotten turned around 100 times in the last 2 years. Like, what are
Yeah.
you talking
Nobody, me and Jared were talking about it today, and nobody's guarding Shea, dude.
Yeah, bro,
He's
I'm not hearing that.
he's freaking ridiculous, bro.
Yeah. No, he's
Um,
nuts. But
All right, Coach
anyways,
Ball, what's on your scout, man?
Well, but while we're on the topic, I just wanted to ask you guys: do you guys like, since the NBA is moving to NBC, do you guys like this Noah Eagle, Dwayne Wade combination on the call?
No.
How do you guys feel
1,000%
about it?
not.
No.
No.
Stop you right there. Ted Dwayne Wade should not be on the call.
It's just all for clicks, bro. Like, just commentate the game, dude. Like, stop with the BS. Like, I don't know, man. There's
I don't
only
think
certain
Dwayne's
people that can do
bad.
that.
I think Dwayne's bad.
I
gonna
think
say it.
he doesn't. He has not yet understood that you can't use your catchphrase 5 times a game, man. Like, you don't hear Mark Jackson saying, "Mama, there goes that man," 4 times in the third quarter.
Bro,
Like,
well,
I
yeah,
thought
it's
Dwayne
like-
had a couple nice calls, and then he
I
just
just-
kept saying them over and over again. I was like,
I think, yeah, he might need some coaching from his wife. I don't know.
yeah. Noah Eagles got it though. I know he's Ian's son. People say it's nepotism, whatever, but he's a hell of a play-by-play guy. I think he's doing a great job.
No, I don't know.
Man, it might just be Dwayne just bogging him down. Who
Yeah,
knows?
that could be. I could see that. That could be like
They
I
were
just
like,
like
"Ah, get him off the airway. And he's like, wait, what have I done?
You know, it's just like cringeworthy, bro. He's just painful to listen to.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like
Like-
doing it for social media clips versus just announcing the
I-
game.
I just feel like they. I don't know. Like, you got to get some dudes that really. If you're gonna get former players, like, he's had some bad takes. I will say. I'm not gonna defend him 100%. But someone like Channing Frye, at least he sees the game from different perspectives.
I think, yeah. I
Like,
mean, bro,
not to say that he's a good play-by-play guy, but like,
I
as
think
far as,
JJ
like,
was
he
good
looks
when
at
he was on the
game from different
calls.
Perspectives. JJ looked at the game from different
Yeah,
perspectives.
JJ was
things
okay.
that, you know.
Jamal was
Hey.
great. Jamal's the
yeah,
best
Jamal
that
was
I've heard.
good.
Like,
Because he could-
honestly.
Jamal, I feel like, because he's good at, I think he checks both boxes. He can talk like a basketball player and speak the game, but then he can also relate to the masses. And he does a really good job of weaving that together throughout the
Yeah.
game.
I didn't
So-
love JJ in the Mark Jackson role. Maybe that's just because,
No, I
I
don't like.
was-
I don't want his color. Oh.
yeah, I didn't love him in the Mark. Like, the timeouts when they were showing the instant replay, whatever, and you got to have the nice one-liner. Like, I thought his one-liners were not good in the
Yeah,
playoffs.
I just don't think a lot of people have that talent. Like, there's only
Yeah.
a handful of guys that
Yeah.
can do that.
Right.
Yeah, no. And it's just like it seems forced. I think that's the other problem with Dwayne. Like,
Yeah.
you're really forcing it, dude.
Dwayne
Like,
is forcing it. That's what
like
I meant.
you-
Like, he's using he's using
Yeah.
like catchphrases
hit
that
some-
are not bad 6 times.
He's
Like,
getting some film under his belt though, so he can get back to the
Yeah,
lab. You
I
know,
mean,
watch his
hopefully.
film. You know, maybe by the time
Hopefully he
the
listens to
season's
the. If he listens to the pod, he'll get some constructive criticism.
Yeah.
yours is a very constructive.
And
I'm
Dwayne,
saying,
His
I
wife.
said he would get some. I didn't say
Dwayne.
that he would get everything.
Dwayne, we get it. His mom calls him Bam, and you're gonna call him Bam. I don't need to hear it every time he dunks the basketball.
Yeah,
Like, come on,
it's
man.
okay.
It's
all
enough.
right, bro.
With that being
We
said,
get it.
I'm gonna start. You guys both have to sit. I'm gonna start. Let's go over to the Olympics men's gymnastics side. Give me my guy Steven Noter. No, shoot, I don't know how to pronounce the last name.
Oh,
Steven, like
pommel horse.
the pommel horse legend, man. I was telling Jared he hasn't seen him today.
Bro, it's
This
pretty.
guy
You
is
gotta watch. You gotta watch just the whole
incredible.
Twitter clip where they kind of just break it all down, bro. It's an insane sight. Go ahead, Tommy. Explain it so that anyone listening.
I
doesn't see it.
kind of I was giving Jared a little bit of rundown today, but I mean this guy he's on Team USA for one reason and one reason only, and that's the pommel horse. And the pommel horse is all the events are incredibly difficult, but this one is crazy to me. I mean the core strength, the hip strength you have to be good at it. But anyway, he legitimately sits there and he's got these massive specs on. Like these glasses are so big.
He's
His
clearly
eyes,
blind.
He's clearly blind. His eyes are it's crazy. It's
Bro, he's like
absolutely crazy.
Urkel glasses on. They're like
Yeah,
thick.
that is a great way. He's got Urkel glasses on and he sits there and he like naps and he just sits there with his eyes closed until it's time. It's Steven, you're up. He gets up, glasses off, takes the glasses off. So you know this guy can't see anything when he's walking up.
He's
Walks
a
up to the
rhythm
pommel
hooper.
horse, and then he delivers the most incredible routine ever. Perfect
bro,
Tom
dismount.
said he did a
bro.
cartwheel today.
Cartwheeled
He
on
cartwheeled
the top.
off of it.
Oh,
Bro,
it
it
was
was-
so
bro,
cool.
I
And
don't-
and then he medaled. And men's gymnastics for the
He
U.S.
was-
does not ever medal.
It was like their first time medaling in forever, however many years.
It was
But bro,
so cool.
the thing that I thought was so dope was like the team aspect of it. The teammates were going bonkers when he was just, and he was like, you could tell he was just in like flow state. Like
Yes,
nothing was
absolutely.
bothering him. He was done. And like I know absolutely nothing about gymnastics. You could just tell that this was a flawless run. Like you could just tell that it was 100% a greased oiled machine that he was just do. He gets
was
off,
so
it gets
nuts.
hyped. I was just like, yo, this is crazy. Like he's actually a menace.
And then you hand him the glasses back. He puts his zip up back on. He sits in
He's
his
back-
spot on the
back
bench.
back in
hangs out.
Superman's phone booth, bro. Literally, like it's
I saw
crazy.
I saw a tweet. It was like Steven before the pommel horse and when he gets on the pommel horse, and it was Steve Rogers before the super
Yeah.
serum and then turning into Captain America. Like it was so funny.
You know how good you got to be at one event to be
Only
on the
do that
Olympic team
event.
and only
Just
do that event
Only do that.
and
Only
then
do
absolutely
that.
dominate it. Like not only get invited, like be the guy for it, but then show up and like
Yeah.
actually do what you're supposed
That's
to
like
do.
Vinatieri. That's like Vinatieri type stuff.
Literally
Yeah.
Vinatieri.
Yeah.
Like you're here to
No.
do
Like,
one thing
Yeah.
and you're gonna have one shot at it, and you did it exactly what you needed to do. Like,
He's a
it's
legend,
crazy.
Every
man.
time.
He's a
No,
legend.
it's super
I saw
dope.
another video of him like banging out a Rubik's cube in 20 seconds later that
Yeah.
night. I'm like, this
You
guy
can tell
is
he's
just
a sicko.
awesome.
I feel like we get along. You can tell he's a sicko. You
Yeah.
can tell he's a little crazy in the head.
Shout out to
No.
Steven, man.
Bro, he's dope. I saw the video today after you and Davey were talking about it, and I was like, bro, this is dope. Like this is just cool. Like I think the
So
camaraderie
cool.
aspect of it is so dope. Like
Mhm.
just being able to step up for your team like that,
I
like
agree.
that's so dope.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
and while we're there, like men's and women's gymnastics, man, like they are incredible athletes. That's
Yeah, I
been
can
so
never
fun
do
to
it.
watch. Like it's truly insane how their bodies can get that high.
No,
in
their
the air,
their strength
control.
is insane. Their strength
ridiculous.
is nuts. Their strength is absolutely nuts. No, that's a really good start. I can go ahead with my little second little blurb here. I'm just gonna go ahead because this guy's taking some flack in terms of his USA representation on the podcast. I'm gonna go ahead and start our guy LeBron for the way he led the United States out in the in the parade.
What is
Okay,
wrong
look,
with you?
bro,
What is wrong with
Captain
you?
America.
Bro, come on. We're talking there's been a lot of chatter about Aura this summer, and you see that picture of LeBron leading the troops
That
out.
was
Come
probably one
on,
of the
dude.
coolest
No,
pictures I've
bro.
ever seen, man. I'm not gonna lie.
This
I'm
is
not gonna
crazy.
lie.
This is crazy propaganda going on right now.
I just wanted to do it. I
Jared,
just wanted
but
to do
you
it to piss
can't-
you off.
Jared,
You gotta tell me
it
that
was-
wasn't a dope picture though.
It was
Come on.
undeniable, dude.
I haven't
That
seen the
was
picture,
absolutely
but
undeniable.
It's
bro,
sick,
like,
bro. It's like raining and he's out there just posted with the
Flag,
flag on the top
it's
of the
like-
boat. It's so dope.
Jared, you saw
he might
the-
as well
you
be
saw the
Trump at that
memes.
point. That shit,
Oh
that
my
shit-
God, now
that
you're
shit-
Jared, you
just-
saw the
that's-
memes about
That
it,
shit is
right?
planted. It's fake. Huh?
They
You
said
saw
he
the
was
memes
Washington
about it, right?
crossing
Yeah, they
Delaware.
said he was George Washington crossing
Oh,
the
no.
Delaware.
Good God, bro.
Special, dude. Absolutely special.
The propaganda is just out of control, man.
The best part
Oh,
about it, the
man.
best part
It was
about it
great,
is
though.
everyone is so aware of like what was going on. Like, did you guys see the Devin Booker video he posted about the opening ceremony? He had a section of the video where he was zooming in on Braun with his like VHS camera, and he was like, "Le Captain, Le Captain." Like,
Yeah, right.
everybody knows what's going on.
You gotta
dude.
respect something. This is you
I
gotta
don't
respect.
respect it.
No, listen.
I
listen,
do.
I
I
think
do.
you're gonna enjoy this point because it's what I've said about Russell Wilson as well. You gotta respect someone
Speaking of that.
who's devoted to their corniness. Like, you know what I mean? Like LeBron
Yeah.
has embodied the corniness. Like,
He's an unk. He's just a big unk.
what are you gonna bring up the fight between Russell Wilson and Justin Fields? Did you see that?
I saw what he said. That was
I didn't
awesome.
see that.
Oh,
They had a
what?
fight.
So
Oh,
Justin
he-
Fields apparently was. Well, I don't look. I only saw one tweet. I didn't see multiple, so it could
I
be.
saw
It
the
could be
tweet.
fake.
You
It could
didn't
be
see
fake.
them didn't see them actually get into it. It's just a
Okay.
scuffle.
Look, it
But
could be
the-
fake. So
but
if
the
by
tweet
Sunday
was-
this is an NBA can tell tweet, then that's fine.
Yeah,
but it was hilarious still.
It just said so. Fields throws a touchdown, right? And I think Luke is gonna remember the quote better than me. So Luke, if you got the quote,
I think it was like I literally
He-
just saw it on
he
Twitter.
said most expensive backup in
Backup.
the league should be serving Subway.
That's got to be fake, guys. There's no way that's real.
bro, I'm telling you, bro.
You guys got
it's-
sacked.
No,
You
but
guys
if
got
it's
sacked.
fake, I don't
it's-
care. It's
bro,
hilarious.
I don't know. There's a lot. I've seen like multiple.
It wasn't
tweets
like
of
a
it.
fake page. It was like an
That
feels
just sounds
fake.
like the
It feels-
ultimate
it feels too
troll
fake.
quote. Yeah.
Most expensive backup in the league should be making subs at Subway. Infuriated Wilson then slapped Fields with an open-handed slap, which led to the
I don't believe it. I don't know.
This is
I
on
don't
at-
believe this.
at NFC North News.
Yeah.
Can you check the bio? Does it say in asterisk
20
parody account?
No, I think it's fake, but
It's gotta
has-
be fake.
bro, it has to be fake. But then there's another one. Hold on. So this is really what happened. Justin Fields gets hit late, and the entire Steelers offensive line stands up for him, something the Bears offensive line never did. So I think that's really what's going on. This quote.
It's not like
has-
you see. You don't
The
see
fight's
Justin
real.
Fields
The
getting
fight's real.
slapped. Yeah, you don't see Justin Fields just
Yeah.
getting slapped. So, but it was hilarious tweet, whether it's true or not.
No,
Yeah,
it's definitely
yeah,
fake.
yeah.
It's definitely fake. It's NBA can't tell for sure. But
But to
Uh.
back to what the other point is that that's fine if that's who you want to start if you're with that. But it's just the propaganda machine. Just
that's fine.
it started in the pre-draft, man, and now it's just like bleeding over into the Olympics.
Okay.
This is
okay,
the
okay.
whole thing.
Let the production team get ready here.
Yeah,
All right.
calm
Do we have
down.
anything else before we want to go into this starting five?
The ESPN.
Let's see these. Nothing.
No, I'm good. I'm ready.
Okay, I'm pulling up our
Good to
archives.
go, man. Good to go.
We
Sorry.
do have results from last week, so I'm pulling it up. Our winner of
think it was
starting
Sal.
five
It had
and
to be
walk
Sal.
on picks. Me and Marcel's actually tied. Then Tommy.
On both.
On the normal one, on the walk on, I won. But I
Oh.
mean, I don't want to. I mean, I had two walk on picks, so like
No.
someone voted for he had 12% votes. Marcellus made the right play by trading his pick away.
That's pretty solid.
Yeah. So. Yeah, we tied with
Marcellus Army.
28%. Tommy had 25. Jared had 19. So,
Yeah.
I will.
That was a tough round for me.
Yeah, it's fine. It wasn't your realm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and I want to draft first. Tommy, you can choose your position after that.
Are we
and then
going
Jared.
any position or we're going point guard?
Yeah, I'll
I
go
was gonna ask
for-
you guys.
I want to
think
go
we
any
should do
position.
any position. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do think
I
I'm gonna take
that's
my
kinda
point guard
the-
first.
I think that's kind of the new meta.
I do agree.
I think
okay.
there's specific ones where it's important to go point guard through center, but I think
Right.
like majority of them. I
Yeah.
think is good to, because then you can get like really put players in the positions you want them to be in.
Right. You can actually
Yeah.
draft. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like as long as we're
Yeah.
doing draft format and not just list format, I feel like
Like I
that's the
said,
best
we're
way
on
to do it.
episode 105, so if we haven't figured this out yet by now, then
Who knows if we
Hey,
have?
man, as long as we're
So
steadily improving, it's okay.
we're here. We're moving. Okay. So our starting five topic. I know we just picked the whole order and everything before saying what it is. We're doing starting five Olympic athletes all time, non-basketball. Starting five non-basketball Olympic athletes all time.
Basketball.
So again, we're gonna pick. You can do whatever position, and we're just gonna go from there. So I'm actually gonna take a point guard first overall. Just again, to go through the order, it's me first, Jared second, Tommy third. I'm gonna take a point guard. I'm gonna take my point guard. This whole discourse in the beginning, we were talking about people are forgetting what the Olympics are about. It's about winning. It's about winning medals, right? I'm not gonna take who we think we're gonna take. I'm gonna take a little bit of a sidestep, but I still think it's the right pick in the number one hole. I'm going to take Simone Biles at my point guard. We talk gymnastics. We're talking about winning. She's the most decorated gymnast of all time. And I mean, you know,
Can
I
I
think-
can I ask this here? I don't understand what's going on with her right now. Is there something that's going on?
I
Like
don't
Twitter?
know. I don't know.
Okay. Twitter
just
was
saw
like
she's
talking about she
active on
got
Twitter.
canceled or something like I don't know.
Oh no! So basically, like, there was.
This is an honest question.
I think what you're talking about. I think what you're referring to is another former gymnast. I think. Don't quote me on that. Somebody essentially called the Team USA, said their work ethic wasn't good. They were lazy and they weren't going to win gold because they didn't win gold in Tokyo. And then they did win gold. And Simone posted something like, lazy, no work ethic Olympic champions, whatever. Then the girl blocked her. Like, there's just all this beef going on.
Got it. Okay.
The
So it's not
person who
anything
she's
important.
beefing,
All you're
no,
telling
the
me is it's
person
not
like who
important.
she's beefing with was a former Olympian. I
So
think.
she's mad. Yeah. Got it. All right.
Yeah.
people like to
Makes
hate on
sense.
greatness. We've had
Well-
this talk. You know.
Yeah, and never mind. I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say.
But yes, I'm taking Simone Biles as my point guard.
It's
Is
a great
it-
pick. It's a fantastic pick.
So just to clear
She might
things
get
up,
targeted on defense, but well, it's neither
But-
here nor there.
yeah.
I mean, so does Chris Paul. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah,
leader.
That's good.
That's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
She's
leader
a
of
winner.
culture.
She's
That's
a
the
winner,
leader of our
man. She's
culture.
a winner.
So did you face? So I'm going second. So that means I got
Yeah.
second in the poll. There's no, or you
No,
No,
you
I
picked the
wanted
order.
the third pick because
Tommy
I wanted
wanted
the
third
serpentine.
pick. Yeah.
Okay, got it. Yeah,
I think
I
that's
got the
better
bad.
slot.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, that's a better. That's why I was confused.
I'm
I was
willing
like,
to.
wait.
I'm willing to sacrifice who you take at second.
There's a
I've
lot
got
of,
my
you know,
options.
yeah,
I've got a lot of
No,
optionality.
I just
The
wanted to
3-4
make
turn
sure.
is a powerful turn.
That's what
It
I was
is.
hoping. I was like, dang, okay, I got last. That's okay. It's gonna pay out for me here. But then it makes sense now that Tom got to pick his order. So that's
Yeah.
my fault for missing that.
No, it's okay.
At small forward, this is arguably the greatest athlete. If it will probably the best athlete in his realm. And he's just electric, man. Like, this is what a number one overall pick. This is a franchise changer. This is the Wemby. Give me Usain Bolt.
Dang
Small
it,
forward.
man.
Yeah, that kind of bit you in the ass there, didn't it?
It did, but it's okay because
That's
now I
crazy
get-
that he's about to fall to 3.
yeah,
So
now I
it's
get
like-
my guy, the greatest athlete ever. Give me Michael Phelps at small forward.
I will
That's
say,
okay.
I think,
no brainer.
I will say,
I need charisma.
I think we did the right. Those should be the first 3 picks.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
think though, if we're doing Olympics, I think that's correct.
I agree.
I
That's
think
got to be the
Phelps-
first 3 off the board.
Phelps was probably the consensus number 1, if I had to, say it.
Yeah.
But I don't think you go wrong with any of those 3 in your first round.
Yeah, by
I
the
think-
numbers, he's like
Yeah, he's
yeah,
one of those-
yeah.
but it depends on what you want for your team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want Phelps to be my main scorer, so I'll let him fall. I needed a leader.
Mm,
you know?
yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine. Yeah, okay. Then Tom,
Um,
you're next.
I gotta select this person solely because I don't think she'll be there next round. Let me bolster my roster in a similar area. We're gonna go shooting guard here. We're gonna go Katie Ledecky.
Nice.
We're gonna go Katie Ledecky. I don't know if you guys saw it today, but another Olympic record today. Dominated the competition in the 1500. She's ridiculous, dude. Like, I saw another stat. It was like, we're at women's 1500 event, best 20 times of all time. It is Katie Ledecky 1 through 20.
Yeah, it's nuts. That's nuts. That's dominance right there. Big swimming out the first.
Yeah,
few
yep.
picks for you.
Got-
I don't know.
got
Is
to.
that gonna hurt you? You think? Or
It might. I don't think so, but it might.
People might call your team one dimensional. I don't know.
We'll just wait till you see what my other picks can.
Yeah, it's only the first two. You're right. I mean, we got 6 people to fill out the roster. All right, Jared, who you got?
So I think I'm kind of in a tough spot. This isn't like an ideal spot for me. Should have done better last week. I think at shooting guard, I feel like I wanted to go a different direction, but I feel like just the way my tryouts went, I have to put this guy up here. At shooting guard, this guy, I wouldn't say by the numbers, maybe he's not the greatest Olympian, but just by pure athletic ability and just being dynamic, I feel like I have to put this guy, and he's an OG, so I can appreciate being an OG. Give me Jim Thorpe. Won
I
the
like that, actually.
pentathlon and the decathlon at my shooting guard. Sorry, Luke.
No,
1912. I also made sure I did my homework.
Jim Thorpe.
He played in the MLB and he played in the NFL.
No,
So,
yeah,
like,
he
that.
did.
Like
yeah.
that's actually kind of nuts. Like he's a
No.
3-level scorer, like literally a 3-level scorer.
Yeah, no, it's a good
So,
pick. I think
yeah.
I'm not mad at that pick at all. I like that a lot, actually. Okay, this gives me options here. I think this what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna take a shooting guard as well, so that mine is taken here. Might be a little bit of a curveball. This is the first Winter Olympian taken. I'm gonna take Shaun White at my shooting
Good
guard.
pick. Good pick.
Again, I don't know. I know he has a pretty high medal count, and he's up there for the U.S. In terms of the medal count for Americans. But like, if we're just talking like influence and
Yeah, absolutely.
gonna fill a stadium, we're talking Shaun White here. So I'm gonna take him at my shooting
man.
guard,
That's a good.
and then I'm gonna take a big fella here. Now his size might not actually fit the center position, but I think his what he stands for. He packs a powerful punch, and it's a household name. And I think for the Olympic athlete starting 5, he's a centerpiece. In 1960, he was still going by Cassius Clay. I'm gonna go Cassius Clay and Muhammad Ali at my center.
I love
That's-
this. That's
that's
a
a good
great
pick.
pick.
Gold medal
good
winner in
pick.
Talk about
1960
leader,
before.
man. That should have been your leader right there.
I mean,
Yeah.
That's the
look,
voice of
we're-
the team.
We're talking
He
about
fell there, though.
a 1-2 punch. Think about a pick and roll: Simone Biles and Cassius Clay. Just
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like we're
Straight
talking,
knockout.
It's impressive.
That's a
It's
knockout.
impressive.
that's a ball muscle right there. Is what it is.
Yeah. Quick, though.
Yeah, I like.
He floats like a butterfly.
Stings like a bee, man.
Yeah.
That's. I like where we're standing right now. We've got our
Yeah.
guys.
That's a
in
great.
the
That's a
places we
great
want
pick.
to.
That's a great
Thanks,
pick.
man. Back to you,
Very
Jared.
good.
Yeah, back to me.
Very
Okay,
good.
so you're. I definitely want to take a page out of your book here. I'm not gonna lie. I need a really strong leader. If we're gonna lead an entire country, I need guys that are gonna stand for something, and stand on business. If we're talking 2024.
Taking Ennis
So-
Cantor.
Oh god. Okay, so now you guys can throw a flag and I'll pick one, but I feel like I have to put them together, and I feel like this is gonna be okay. I want to make sure I get the names right. So give me Tommy Smith and John Carlos. They protested in Mexico City, 1968. They had the fist raised on the podium. Those are my point guards. Those are the leaders
you-
of my team. That's the voice we
taking-
want.
You're taking 2 people.
I mean, they did it together. They finished first and second. So
Okay.
yeah,
No.
like they're both on the podium.
Interesting.
Like if I have to pick one, I'll tell you which one finished first. If you really need to know that.
Just give me that
But-
name first, and I'll write that name first, and then I'll give you
Okay.
the other name.
So they're the sprinters, winning sprinters. So Tommy Smith is the one who won.
Tommy Smith.
Tommie Smith.
And then what was that? You said
John Carlos is the other guy.
John Carlos. All right. I'm not. You can have it. I'm cool with it.
Yeah, they got the gold. I'm just gonna make sure I get this right, so I don't get in trouble here. They received the gold and the bronze medals in the 200-meter race at the Mexico City Olympics in 1968.
It's
And then
pretty
they
awesome.
protested.
And protested. All right, man. I
Yeah.
like that. I like that.
So that's my voice, man.
That's
Power of the
voice.
There we go.
It's the locker room leader right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Well done, Jared. I didn't expect that pick from you, so very nice.
I don't know how to take that. But all right.
I need speed now. Okay. And we're gonna go over to the point guard, and we're gonna select a guy who had a lot of influence on me, man. I might have not participated in said event, but After watching this guy, I slapped on the rollerblades and hit the backyard and was speeding around the backyard. Give me Apollo Ono here
That's a
at
good
point
pick.
guard.
That's a good
Speed skater. What a performer, man. Apollo Ono is the man. I think he won 8 medals. Don't quote me on that, but he was a unit. So Apollo Ono at the point guard, and then I'm gonna go over to power forward. More speed. We're just speed, speed, speed. This guy would have had a lot more medals if it wasn't for Mr. Usain Bolt. But we got to shine some light on him because he's special in his own right. Give me Justin Gatlin here,
Yeah. I like
United
that.
States.
Oh, nice.
Justin Gatlin.
Good pick. Good pick.
You know, it's tough with someone like that, where if you just wonder if they were like
Right.
6 years older or 6 years younger. It's like, well, you know,
Yeah.
What would have
Like you
happened? Like, he
said,
still has a
if-
gold medal. He
I
still
know.
won 1 gold. But
imagine lining up on the blocks and Usain's right there. Like, what are you supposed
it's
to
not
do?
Yeah,
fair,
yeah.
bro. It's not
Yeah.
fair.
It's tough.
He
That
just
was
had a
so
different
exciting.
gear.
Bro,
just
had a
do you
different
remember how
gear.
exciting it was to watch those 8 to 10 seconds
Yeah.
when he was
was
gearing?
so
Oh
fun.
my god,
Crazy,
dude.
man.
It's so fun. I will say
I don't know how-
I'm kind of excited to hate watch Noah Lyles this year.
Oh,
Sorry.
jeez. I hope he
Sorry,
wins,
Noah.
man.
But
I hope he wins because I like someone who can talk their shit, and he does that. So like, if he wins, he can kind of fuel it a little bit more.
Yeah,
you know?
he's
So
the
I
fastest
appreciate
man in the
that.
world. So let's see it. I'll
But
be
the
there for the
Yu-Gi-Oh cards,
downfall
we
if
gotta
he doesn't
we gotta
if he
stop with the
doesn't make
Yu-Gi-Oh
it.
cards,
Yeah.
dude. Like the Yu-Gi-Oh cards have nothing to do with your track. I'm just
Yeah,
letting you know right now.
he's something else, man. He's something else. But if he wins it, I'm proud of him. The United States is kind of behind in the gold department right now. We need to pick it up. So
There you go, Jared. What you got?
So I'm making some shifts here. So I'm gonna take a center. This guy, we talked about the guy. What was your start, Tom? What's the name of that? Pommel horse, right?
yeah, Steven.
Yeah. So we
Let's call
talked
him
about
Steven.
that guy.
Yeah, just call him
okay,
Steven.
All right, Steven, got it. Steven really shined in his role. He had one specific role. It's obviously not going to get a lot of love, but he did his job to the fullest. This guy is another guy. It's one event, but it's a collection of 10 different athletic activities. It's decathlon. This guy's pride of Bend, Oregon, so I have to give him his love. My dad will be happy. Ashton Eaton won back-to-back gold medals in the decathlon,
Ashton.
and that's my center. He's jacked.
I like it.
You
I
know,
like
the
it.
decathlon is a crazy event. By the way.
Bro, like freakish. Like you have to be some kind of athlete to win that.
Bro, we're talking about 10 events.
Yes,
Do you understand? I don't care what the 10. One of the events could be tic-tac-toe for all I care. That is 10 events. Like that's
Yeah.
nuts.
That's what I'm saying. Like to really shine at one, like our guy Steven, like that's unbelievable. To be able to be good enough at 10 different
It's
ones.
absurd.
Back to
It's
back.
absolutely, absolutely.
That's crazy. Like whoever was
absurd.
like, "Hey, you know what? Hey, it's like we should just come up with a medal for someone who does
Like,
10 events." I would have
throw
said
this
you're
one in there.
crazy.
You
Yeah,
think
but
this
just
fits
said
in
your
there? Yeah,
bets.
might as
Like,
well.
yeah,
We're already at
throw it in
8.
there.
Might as well
Yeah,
make
yeah.
it a decathlon.
Like
That's crazy.
crazy. So
Um,
Ashton Eaton at my center.
I like that pick. Okay. Now I'm looking at my list, and I don't think I have the speed to keep up with you guys thus far. We're talking about decathlon winners. We're talking about Usain Bolt. You have Tommy has arguably the 2 fastest swimmers to ever be in a pool, 2 fastest humans to ever be in a pool, actually. Apollo Ono, Justin Gatlin. Like we're talking about some speedy lineup, so I need to add some speed at my small forward right here. My small forward gets downhill fast. Season opening gets downhill fast. I got Lindsey Vaughn at my small forward.
Oh wow,
Um,
nice pick.
Yeah, I'm sprinkling a
I'm
little more
expecting.
winter
I'm
in there.
expecting that
games,
from
yeah.
you. Yeah, I'm expecting that from you.
Yeah. For those that Jared does know, I grew up a skier in the Abdo
Yeah.
family. My mom was is still an amazing skier.
I
She
like
taught us all
Luke
how to ski.
representing the winter games for us. That's important. I
Yeah,
guess I do
man.
have speed
I can
skating,
see
so
that
that's
coming
all.
up.
Yeah.
We were
That's-
always fans of the winter because we like I said, we loved skiing, and I learned to snowboard as I got older. But yeah, she, like I said, gets downhill. We're coming off a handoff, she's getting to the cup, downhill fast.
Gotcha. Yeah.
My power
Never mind.
forward.
Oh god.
Okay, anyways,
I was gonna
my
say
power
something.
forward. My power forward. I understand if you throw a flag, but I think it plays. I have Chase Buttinger at my power forward. He's
I let it play.
non-basketball
I let
Olympian.
it play. I let
He's
it
a
play.
non-basketball Olympian. And,
Yeah,
man,
I
we're
let it
talking
play.
about someone with the NBA
It's pretty
resume.
ridiculous, dude. It's pretty ridiculous.
You
Yeah.
gotta, bro.
This guy
What
was
a
first
great,
literally
what
a
a what a
McDonald's-
what
he
a
was
great
literally a
way to like
McDonald's
get a second
All-American.
career.
Yeah.
bro, honestly, and
Like, I played
that's-
8 years in the NBA. Like, okay, that's done. That part of my life is over. Now I'll just go be Olympic volleyball player.
you know what's
Yeah.
cool about that too? And this is gonna sound like I'm a bad person, but I've told people that they should probably just play volleyball, not in a bad sentiment, but like if you don't have the skills to play basketball, but you have the athleticism, you should probably just go play volleyball. Like
And
you're
no
really good at catching
contact.
lobs.
Like, yeah.
You're really good at catching lobs, but you also can't dribble a basketball.
Yeah.
You should try being an outside hitter. I think it would work out really well for you. Buttinger took that. It was like, I'm going the furthest I can.
Well,
I'm
he
going
was
to the
nice.
Olympics.
And
in
he
high
was
school,
nice
too.
at
Yeah, he was
basketball. Yeah.
No, yeah,
No,
that's
he
not
was
even
nice
a,
in high
that's
school
not
at
even a,
volleyball too.
yeah, bro. So like, I think that's super dope. And anyone who's ever like picked up a volleyball and tried to play beach volleyball knows how hard of a sport it is.
It's
Beach
tough.
volleyball is much harder.
Oh my
Very
God.
tough.
The
It's
one, the
so
amount of
hard.
ground you have to cover, two, how
Yeah.
hard it is to move and jump.
It's
two
honestly a
people.
completely different sport.
It's two
really is.
people and the
Yeah.
communication aspect, and you're in the hot sun. Also, speaking of beach volleyball, I don't know if you guys saw the setup in Paris. It's
Yeah,
so
best-
tough.
it's the,
They got,
best
they got the
event.
Eiffel Tower right back there
Yeah.
behind it. It's so dope. But yeah,
I
okay,
definitely
so
think
I'm-
it's the best event solely because of the Eiffel Tower just sitting there.
yeah, it's super dope. But yeah, give me Chase Buttinger, beach volleyball so far.
That's a great
at
pick.
The power forward.
Great pick. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think this is the second time Chase Buttinger has made a starting five in our podcast
Yeah, I think I put
history.
him in.
Yeah.
Did I put him in one? I think I did.
It was you or me. It was you or me.
You know, let me go back through this. I believe I put him in something. I don't know. As you guys are finishing out your picks, I'll take a look at some of these pages.
Jared, that's over to
It
you.
is Jared.
It's on me. Oh man. I have one spot left. I have power forward, right?
I believe so. Yes, I believe power forward is the last roster spot for Mr. Waters.
Sorry, let me go back. Yes, you need a power forward.
Decisions, man, decisions.
This is
While
what
we're
we
here
got.
with this,
You're looking at someone in the war room right now.
yeah,
As we
this stuff
speak.
takes time,
Ah,
man.
this is
Listeners,
tough.
while we've got this silence, don't forget to hit the subscribe button.
Yep.
Very important
Go
to
ahead.
us.
Go
Like
ahead
the video on
and
YouTube
drop.
if you are.
Go ahead and drop a comment. We had some nice
Drop a
comments
comment.
on the cell episode, so I appreciate anyone who did comment. There's some
Yeah,
people.
shout out to you guys, man.
There's a couple of new listeners. Thank you, Marcellus Howard, for that. That said, they've done 100 episodes, and this is really good content. I'm glad I stumbled upon this. I said, you know what? That's
Hell
real. man.
yeah.
That's real.
Hopefully they're listening to this episode. Shout out to you.
Yeah, I appreciate that. But yeah, no, go ahead and leave a comment. If you're on the audio platforms, go ahead and leave a rating for us. Again, you can drop a comment there too. We'd love that. We love to hear from anybody.
Yeah. And that
Uh,
should have been enough time for Waters to get his power
I know,
forward.
I
So
know, I know,
Waters,
I know.
back over to you.
I just feel like Luke kind of just stole the thunder, so I don't want to do this, but at my power forward, I'm putting Kerry Walsh.
No, that's hey,
That's
look,
fine,
that's
man. That's
no, that's
fine.
I'm
That's
like,
fine.
I was fighting because like I have these other people on my team, and I'm just, or in my roster, I'm like, oh, I'll just put them here. I'm like, no, like,
but that's the right pick. That's the right pick in that.
I know,
spot.
I know.
That's the right pick.
like, I had
You're
to
being a
wait
good
the whole
GM with
5
that.
minutes. Yeah, like
You were like, this guy's a lot of potential, but I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
know.
I
Like,
will- and
you
I
could
was
probably
thinking-
pick him up on an undrafted contract too. You
well,
never.
I
You know what I'm
honestly,
saying?
okay. So here's my thing: is like you just went on you just went on the like about how hard beach volleyball is, and like
Yeah.
how like and all this. It's like I'm like, oh, I'll put Kerry Walsh. Like,
Yeah,
but-
yeah,
To
I
her
don't-
point, she dominated. Like,
Yeah,
dominant,
Carrie's
yeah,
Carrie's the
like-
greatest.
yeah. So yeah, I mean, Kerry Walsh is my power forward. She's athletic. She's tall. She blocks shots. Like she can
Great
score.
pick.
Yeah,
Great
that's
pick.
it's the right. Like I said, it's the right pick. It's the right pick.
I wish it would have worked out at a different timing. I could have had a better explanation, but
No, it's okay.
I was like, I don't
Uh,
want to kill the beach volleyball vibe all
I
over.
was-
again.
No,
right.
no.
No, Jared, it's
okay.
all right. Sorry.
Part of the way the drafts unfold.
Fellas,
All right, that's fine.
fellas, I am just our team is ecstatic that this guy's on the board here. I've got one spot left, and it's center. And the screens that this guy, the openings that Justin, Apollo, and the rest of the squad is going to have getting downhill because of this person. We've got Ryan Cruiser here, standing at 6'7", 320 pounds, back-to-back gold medals in the shot put. All right,
Yeah, the guy's
31 31 years of age.
It's like Aaron Baines out there.
This guy is a monster.
It's a good pick.
And we might run some zoom action with him on high post entry and dribble handoff stuff.
Good outlet
I'm
passer, I'm
excited.
sure.
Yeah,
Good outlet passer. I'm sure.
That's a
He
great.
he
it's a
might
great
be
way to
Kevin
put it.
Love.
He might be better than Kevin Love, man. He might be the greatest outlet passer of all time.
No, we're looking at some deep outlets. We're gonna have to work on transition defense for sure.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say
Simone Biles.
Apollo is
Simone
out.
Biles,
He's-
first one back.
and Ryan might struggle to get up and down in transition, but when we get the half court offense settled, he's going to be great. He's going to be great.
I mean,
This
guys
game's
will be
gonna be
throwing
lethal.
touchdowns to Apollo.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Ono,
saying. He's gonna grab the
He
board,
doesn't
look
have
up,
to- He doesn't
and
even
get
have
it
to,
up.
doesn't have to get down the floor.
I'd love if Apollo could just play the game on his skates. That would just make it perfect.
Seems a little
You know-
dangerous. I don't know.
Hey, yeah. You know what else is great for your guy there, Tom? No defensive 3 seconds.
Yeah, and
just
he just can camp 6'7",
Camp,
320.
rebound,
Good
chuck.
luck. Good luck.
Camp, rebound, and chuck. You got 3 jobs, buddy.
Simone might not be able to jump over him, man. It's too much.
Simone's got a good floater, I heard. I don't know. She's got touch. You could tell with her routine.
Simone
She got good
definitely has
touch.
touch.
Oh my God.
But okay, we'll move on to the walk on. Super stoked we get this guy in our camp as well. This guy's arguably the GOAT of his Olympic event. I've got Ma Long here. Ma Long, for if you don't know who he is, table tennis, ping pong. Ma Long. The passion,
Off the board.
the passion that this guy plays with. We said we were doing Olympic athletes, so I started watching some highlights of Ma Long, and every point he scores, you'd think he won the match. It's incredible. He lets out the greatest scream ever, and he did it every single point. And I'm like,
People must hate him.
yeah. Oh, they've got to hate him, dude.
You gotta love some passion, though. That's gamesmanship.
But it's
Is he
passion.
Chinese or is he?
He is Chinese.
Yeah, okay,
He's
got it.
Chinese.
Yeah.
Yep. And he.
Good thing he is, because that would have been a bad comment. if he
Yep, he's
wasn't.
Chinese. He's Chinese, man. He's Chinese.
Yeah, I
Ma
could-
Long.
Never mind.
Multi-time
In
gold,
today's day and age, you don't know
multi-time
where
gold
people were
medalist.
born at. All right, bro. Just like
multi-time
chill.
gold medalist. He gets the job done. Okay, he's spectacular. He's gonna be great. He's gonna be great. He's coming off the bench, so we're gonna need his energy. We're gonna need his energy.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I like it.
Jared, walk on. What you got?
Man, I have a great walk on. I'm really glad. I didn't think I that's why I say this guy for walk on, because I did not think anyone else would think to pick him. And I want to make sure I give him his flowers too. So we talked about earlier with the sprinters. Obviously, you have Usain. You have, he's the main attraction. But what people forget is that his teammate,
Yes, good pick here.
Asafa Powell,
Oh,
Yeah.
was
Oh, okay.
thought you
Asafa
were going-
Powell. No,
I thought you were going Johan Blake.
Yeah, I
No.
did too.
Asafa Powell, 10 medals, gold at Rio, 4th fastest 100 ever at 9.72.
Yeah, Safa Powell is
And-
great. I just
And
thought
you
were
wouldn't
going Johan
think,
Blake.
I liked Powell. He's better for our team. He's real
Fair.
stable.
Better fit. Better fit.
Yeah,
Gotta
and
respect the move.
It's all about fit,
you know,
man.
again, if there's no Usain, maybe he's got a couple more golds.
100%.
But
100%.
yeah, it's tough, man. But yeah, he's great for our squad, and he's gonna be a good team supporter. He won a gold in the 4x100, so like he's all about the team.
To still be able to, is that his only goal? Is 4x100?
Yeah, but he has
Okay,
10
then my
medals
point.
total.
My point doesn't.
10
What I was
medals
gonna say doesn't matter. I was gonna say to get a gold while Usain is running is crazy, but if it was 4x100, that means Usain was on his team. So never
Yeah.
mind.
All right. My walk-on pick is one of those walk-ons that right now he might not be a walk-on for long. The production he's putting up in this spot, what he brings to our team, he's exceedingly worthy of a scholarship. The current defending gold medalist in his sport, in having a stellar season, coming off a big win out across the pond. We're gonna go with Xander Schauffele out of the United States golfer.
He was,
And the
Good
thing
pick.
about
Good pick.
Xander that I actually like is
Zan man.
he's always been a stellar golfer. Obviously, he's always been kind of in the top 10 world rankings for a long time. But his only big win was Olympic gold. He had never won a major until this year. He won some big PGA events, but and people were discrediting it because the Olympics golf isn't necessarily seen as the highest prestige or anything.
Right.
But he had that on his resume. This year he comes out, wins the PGA, wins the British. Like the guy's on a tear. He's playing some elite
Yeah.
golf. And I'd love to see him win back to back. He's a great dude. All this stuff. He like all his interviews and he interacts with a lot of the social media guys. Like he seems like a really good dude. So
Yeah.
I'm a fan of his. And so this is us giving him his vote of confidence. We want him to go back to back.
Go Xander.
And there might be a scholarship in order here soon because the,
Yeah.
the
When does-
production is undeniable.
When does golf tee off? By the
No
way,
idea.
Yeah.
No idea. I
No
say
idea.
and
It's saved on my YouTube TV. When it does tee off, it'll be recorded.
Yeah.
Team USA
Maybe
is
tomorrow,
rolling
'cause
out
it's
a fourth
Thursday,
that I'm
maybe.
not a fan of, but that's fine.
No.
Is
Good
that
old JT.
No. I believe it's Xander, it's
it's Xander,
Scotty,
Scotty, Colin, and
Colin. I love and then
Wyndham Clark?
Wyndham Clark.
Oh, that's not your guy. No.
I am not a big fan of Wyndham Clark, but hey, if he goes and performs, I
It
respect
should have been
it.
Bryson.
He doesn't have to do a lot on
It
that.
should have
team,
been Bryson.
It should have been
Tommy is
Bryson.
100%
Yeah.
correct.
It should have been Bryson.
You know, we're gonna talk. I'm just gonna look. This might come back at the end of the year. Becoming a Bryson fan. Which
Are
is
you?
crazy.
Wow.
That's
is
awesome,
Doc,
man.
Is
Yeah.
Doc A gonna listen to this episode?
I think what he's doing for the game of golf is something to be commemorated. Like he's nothing but positive. He's bringing new people to the scene.
Yeah.
He's about his energy. He brings crowds together. He brings people together.
I
I
also
gotta
think
respect
that-
that.
I
And I
like how
don't think
his
he's as
game-
much of a jackass
The
as he was
Bryson
back in the day.
turnaround has
I
been
think his-
pretty impressive.
His
Yeah.
game. Well, I think it's because his game is rounded out. Honestly.
Yeah, he's not.
Yeah, like
he's not
he's
just
like-
he's not
When
just a
you're good,
meatball anymore.
it
Like,
helps.
Well, no, like just like people, like you can't just say he's just a long ball. Like he actually has good. Like you saw, the sand shot is obviously famous now, but like, bro, his short game is solid, and he's putting like he's always in the upper half
No,
of the
he-
putting metrics and
and
stuff
I
like
do
that.
think
like,
I do think the whole like I'm a nerd trying to play golf thing is corny. Don't get me wrong. I think it's like, bro, like if you're good at it, like I'm glad you're a student of the game or whatever, but like whatever. But like you got to respect someone who golf can be very boring. Like that's just the reality of the sport. But someone who can ignite people the way he does to be excited about
Yeah.
the sport is pretty. It's
well,
pretty
yeah, he's got a
impressive.
bunch, and he plays with a lot of energy too. You know what I mean?
Plays
So it's
with
like that's-
passion.
Yeah,
I love the
that's
passion.
like
I
that's
love the
dope.
passion.
That
The
he can
passion.
feel-
All right, my bad.
Yeah, feel about okay.
Good lineup. So let's just go down the list here. We got I'm rolling with Simone Biles, Shaun White, Lindsey Vonn, Chase Budinger, and Cassius Clay / Muhammad Ali. Walk on Xander Schauffele. Jared has Tommy Smith and John Carlos, Jim Thorpe, Usain Bolt, Kerry Walsh, Ashton Eaton, and Asafa Powell. Tommy's got Apollo Ono, Katie Ledecky, Michael Phelps, Justin Gatlin, Ryan Cruiser, and Ma Long. Good list, fellas. Good list.
Yeah,
go.
I'm impressed. That's
love
like a
it,
lot of
man.
variation.
No, we
Yeah,
did
that's
well.
really good.
Way to show up, fellas. That's what we do.
What we do, man. Consistently.
Now, I haven't been to the
Now.
Olympics, but
Yeah.
if I carry the torch, it's gonna
4 years,
be in the red,
Go on.
white, and blue. If I get my 50 chips a night, I'll be at the top of the podium with a gold medal shining bright.
Nice, short, sweet, to the point.
That was good.
I like
That was good, Jared. I like
Not too much
Yeah.
comedic appeal, which sometimes doesn't sit well with the audience. I don't know.
Yeah, that's fine. The audience can kiss my, you know what.
Yay! Okay.
We love our
okay.
audience.
Jared, are you gonna try to go to the Olympics in 4 years or no way?
Yeah, it's gonna be in LA, right?
It's gonna
It is
be,
gonna
yeah,
be
it'll be
in LA.
here. Yeah.
It's gonna
I
be a
think so.
zoo.
Yeah, I think I might try to go. Actually, if I'm being honest, 100% honest, I'm more enticed to go to the World Cup, which the finals are gonna
fair.
be played in.
I love that
in
take.
The Meadowlands.
I think that's a great take, honestly.
yeah. That's where the final will be played. They'll have games. I think I read 5 different locations.
They'll be playing in
so
LA. The World Cup will be playing. in
LA, and then I think they're gonna try to play some games at Levi's. They've been playing. They've been prepping and playing.
They have
lots of
said
games at Le-
that, yeah.
I don't know if they got it yet or not. I guess it'll depend on what the draw looks like, and then how
Yeah.
what I read was too is how based on whether how much will Canada and Mexico
Exactly.
be able
I was gonna
to
say the World
host.
Cup's got Canada and Mexico. so
Yeah,
it's gonna
like
be a
but
little
like so
different.
worse. Like I think they're looking at as Levi's as like a alternate. I guess is how you would look
Okay.
at it. But the finals are for sure at Meadowlands Stadium in New York
MetLife.
or MetLife. Oh, is it MetLife? Sorry.
But it's in the
Uh,
Meadowlands.
yeah,
That's-
okay,
you're not-
yeah. My bad. They're playing it there, so I'm gonna try to go to that for sure.
That's
Well done.
sick.
Maybe we'll see you carrying the torch. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah,
If
just
if
remember
that
what Braun did.
happens, that means the walk-ons made it, And, shout out to us for that. Episode 105. These are your favorite walk-ons, and we're walking out.